Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the weekly beer and video review show with Danny Salay. I'm your host, Danny Salay, aka Travel Man Dan. Welcome. I know we're a little bit later tonight, but don't worry, we got lots to go over. We're gonna go ahead and review some amazing beers tonight, and then we're gonna go ahead and talk about last week's video that came out, and then this upcoming video that is coming out this week. Thanks for joining me. From people all over the world. I haven't started drinking yet. I'm just super excited. I'm all jazzed up. The energy, the flow, the vibe, everything that is part of this show. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. If you're joining us here live, let's get right into it. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the first beer of tonight. And we are going to try this delicious Ballast Point. All right, Phantom IPA. All right, wait, this is not the beer that we were gonna try. All right, we were gonna try something else, but I grabbed the wrong ones. Yes, I did. Okay, that's okay. Don't worry. If you saw it, I must have grabbed the wrong ones. We'll grab these ones from the Ballast Point Brewing Company. We are trying out this Fathom IPA. It's delicious. Check out the really cool label here. That's pretty cool. You got your old 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea kind of Aquaman type thing. This is an IPA and it is brewed here in Southern California, even more south than Los Angeles. It is brewed at the Ballast Point Brewery, which is in San Diego, California. This is a stronger beer, I believe. Let's see how strong it exactly is. It is 6%, okay? So there it is. This is the Ballast Point Fathom, okay? Now let's try this out. We'll go ahead. If you don't know, and this is the first time that you've seen the weekly beer and video review show with Danny Salay, I'm going to go ahead and clue you in about what goes on. And what we do is we go ahead and we talk about last week's video that came up on the Travel Man Dan show. And in between that, we go ahead and we talk about some things that happened in my life. Feel free to chime in, drop a comment below if you think that, if you want to just go ahead and comment. Love to hear from you guys. Or if you're here live, throw it up there and I'll acknowledge you. Then we go ahead and we drink another beer. Then we talk about the videos that are coming out next week. And then we give both beers a score. We wrap it up with a little section called What Are You Reading? What Are You Watching? And then we wrap it up with a quote of the week. But we're going to go ahead and try out this first one. Fathom. Okay. So right away, as I crack it open, definitely got that strong IPA flavorful smell of hops. Okay, we got our, if you're familiar with the show, we got a bottle opener. I am just super excited. I'm all jazzed up. I think I've had way too much coffee. But here we go. Let's get right into it. Wow. All right. Right away, I can taste the hoppies. The citrus kind of flavor of a really thick, the back taste, the really thick hopped flavored, really nice, smooth, really clean. Ballast Point is one of my favorite breweries. I want to go ahead and do a Travel Man Dan video where I actually go to the brewery. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see that. But first sip of the Fathom IPA, delicious, really smooth. I've never tried this one. I went ahead and bought this 12 pack where it gives you 4 different flavors, 3 of each. And well, this is the first one we're going to try, and it is really good. First initial sip, really good. Now, let's go ahead and talk about a little bit of what happened this week, what happened last week. Now, if you're familiar with the show, last week we went live for about 2 minutes, and I just couldn't do it. You know, the thing is last Sunday, wow, it's been a week. Unfortunately, Kobe Bryant and 8 other people died in a helicopter accident not too far from my house, and well, I just didn't feel like going live. So yeah, it's Kobe, to me personally, had so much more that he was going to accomplish than what he did in his 20 years of basketball. He was not only an amazing Hall of Famer, probably top 3 basketball player ever, but the man won an Oscar and he was going on to do lots of really cool, fun things. And hey, what's up, Drew? What up? How are we doing? He was doing a lot of fun things within his community, and his drive and his passion and that whole thing. Don't worry, you're here now, and that's what I appreciate. If you missed a couple weeks, that's fine. You can always catch it on the replay. But thanks, Drew, for meeting me here tonight. But yeah, so like what I was saying about Kobe is, the guy is an amazing person. But the one thing that he was really good at, and you hear all these stories, especially over the last weeks. Thank you very much, Drew. I really appreciate that. Well, is the fact that Kobe was a really good father. Okay, he had 4 daughters, and just tragic accident. My heart, prayers, condolences go out to all the people involved in that accident and their families. And Kobe and his daughter, they're probably getting much of the press because, well, they were famous, and when you're a famous athlete like that and you have such an impact in society through sports, you're going to get that kind of thing. But so many people are affected in this, like the Orange County baseball coach, and just the other young girls. It really breaks my heart, and it just makes you stop and think that you're never guaranteed that next day. Or yeah, I don't want to drag this out, and what's been said has been said. But I will say this one last time: my prayers and condolences go out to all the families of the 9 victims in that helicopter crash. And yeah, just tragic. So without getting the mood really low and down, let's try to jazz it up a little. It's hard. One thing that I took from the whole Mamba mentality and the Kobe and the whole era of it was the guy was determined, he was focused, and he never stopped trying to get better or to be the best or just to win. And at some point in his career, he was leveling off, but then he pulled it back together and he ended up winning more championships. And I'm talking about after Shaq left and stuff like that. He's just really determined, focused individual, and you can apply that to no matter what you do in life. If you just, that's what the whole Mamba mentality is all about, is applying those principles, those dedication and hard work principles that Kobe Bryant instilled in not only his basketball career, but then furthermore in his life. Just a tragedy. And yeah, well, let's move on. So that's what I gotta say about that. I don't know how to end this. Nobody knows what to say, and I'm certainly not the best one, but I feel terrible for it, and I've been thinking about it just like everybody else for the past week. And all we can do is commemorate him and celebrate his life, not only as a basketball player, as a person, and all the lives and all the people that died in that tragic accident. Let's go back to the Fathom IPA. This is what we're drinking. This is what we're reviewing. First sip was very good. Now let's try this one. All right, it's smooth. Definitely ranks in a 6%. So it is one of the stronger IPAs that I've been drinking. One thing that I like is when you suck down an IPA, a sip of an IPA, you get this little tingle on your cheeks. And well, it's a distinct tingle that IPAs seem to bring out. So if you know what I'm talking about, the Fathom IPA is smooth. It's got a robust citrusy flavor, almost a little bit of sweetness to it, but really good so far. And Ballast Point, they bring the heat, man. They got really good beer. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, well, we had one tragedy with one very famous athlete, and I didn't get to this last week, but I'd like to commemorate number 2 of the New York Yankees, Derek Jeter, on a vote into the Hall of Fame, baby. Yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome. Derek Jeter is going to the Hall. I mean, we all knew it. I grew up a diehard Yankees fan. I still am a diehard Yankees fan. And to see Derek Jeter get voted into the Hall of Fame, I can't wait to see him in Cooperstown. And couldn't be more happier for him. He was a great dude, awesome guy. Never met him personally. I'm just saying just what he did for the city of New York, the sport of baseball, and obviously for the New York Yankees. That's what happened. Really proud of Jeter, and wish him, all the best. I think he's still like vice president of the Florida Marlins and stuff, so he continues to be around the game. It's going to be a lot of fun as induction to the Hall of Fame to Cooperstown. If you've ever been to Cooperstown, that's a cool little town if you like baseball. And don't worry, I'm going to probably try to hit it up this summer. So if you've never been there and you want to see what it looks like, Travel Man Dan's hoping to make a trip to Cooperstown this summer. So really looking forward to it. I love that little quaint town. It's all centered around baseball, and well, what more could you ask for? So congratulations to Derek Jeter. This sip is for you, buddy, and yeah, look forward to watching you grow as a GM, as a front office person, basically, you know, a guy that's staying around the game some more. You didn't just fall out into obscurity. You're sticking around the game, and I love that. And congratulations. This sip is for you. Oh, that's smooth. Oh, that is really smooth. One of the things about IPAs that a lot of people don't like them is they're really skunky and they're kind of like a gross piney taste to them. Not here, man. This is as smooth as it gets for an IPA. Really, really nice. Ballast Point is an excellent smaller brewery down in San Diego. I guess of the microbrews or craft beers and stuff, it's probably one of the bigger ones, but they've been around for a while. This beer is delicious. I'm really liking it. It's not so hoppy where it's hard to drink. It's not super strong where the first couple of sips put you down. Just really on par with a good beer. I want to talk about the video that came out last week. If you haven't seen my video last week, you should check it out. It's a Food Friday video. It is called The Shanghai Chef, and it is a Chinese authentic restaurant here in the Valley in Encino. It is on Van Owen and White Oak, right behind the Salsa and Beer. If you know the Valley pretty well, you should check this place out. It's a really cool place. It's new. The owner's awesome, and I just made a video on it where I go in there and I try out their spicy wontons and then their chicken and cucumber salad. It was absolutely delicious. It brought back old memories. And when I lived in China, I want to go ahead and celebrate the Chinese New Year and kind of promote China and stuff like that, and how good their food is and their culinary. I'm not talking about Panda Express. I'm talking about authentic Chinese food. It's much, much different than the fast food stuff that you see where you go and pay for $5.95 combo, chicken fried rice, this kind of stuff. You got to go into these authentic Chinese restaurants and really get the taste of Chinese cuisine, because that's awesome. And if you've never done that, make sure you check out last week's video called Shanghai Chef. You'll really enjoy it. If you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and throw it up there right now. You can check it out. And yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me down in the comments below if you know a good Chinese restaurant, either here in LA or somewhere in the world. Obviously, China. I go to China often, but now I really can't, but it's a really, really good, if you know any good places here in Los Angeles or maybe San Diego, San Francisco, or just pretty much anywhere in the US. I travel all over and I'd love to hear from you. So go ahead and throw it down in the comments or put it in the comments of that video. I'd love to hear where to check out. That's Shanghai Chef. All right, let's get into the Fathom a little bit more. Oh man, wow. All right, almost already done. So you can see, you can always tell when somebody doesn't like the IPAs when they're just like this. It's like the keys. Remember the Keystone Bitter beer face? No, probably don't remember that. I'm okay, boomer. Right? I'm getting old on you. But a lot of fun. Those were funny ass commercials. Now, without further ado, I'd like to get in, if we're talking sports, let's get right into what just happened. Anybody see the Super Bowl just now? Okay, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs, to Andy Reid. Man, Andy Reid, you did it, man. I feel for you. I feel for you big time. Me personally, I know what it's like as a fan to lose 4 Super Bowls in a row, to watch Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, Marv Levy, the excellent coach of the Buffalo Bills from the 90s. And then just go to the Super Bowl 4 years. So congratulations. Well, first of all, congratulations to the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs for playing a great game, playing a great season. You made it to the Super Bowl. But, man, gives you the burpees. And, well, Kansas City was able to do it, man. It's just, it's fascinating to, it's hard to fathom that Kansas City has only been in the Super Bowl 2 times, and one was 50 years ago. So I'm just like shocked at it. But most of all, I'm happy for the city of Kansas City. I'm happy for Andy Reid for finally winning the Super Bowl. I know he was been in this his entire life. If you know anything about dedication, hard work, lifelong things, it pays off if you stick to it. And Andy Reid was able to do it. He's been an excellent coach. I think this was his 222nd win overall. So to get over 200 wins in the NFL is quite an accomplishment. But he finally did it, man. He finally gets that parade. He finally gets that ring. And you can bet your butt he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. So congrats to the Kansas City Chiefs. My favorite team is the Buffalo Bills. But hey, you know, I had to pick one, and I picked you, Chiefs, and I'm glad you won tonight. So congratulations. If you are a Chiefs fan, put it down in the comments below. Let me know what was your best memory of this season. Let me know what you think about next season. Are the Bills going to be playing the Chiefs in the AFC Championship? Yeah? All right, who knows? Who knows? Hope you guys are ready for next season because the Bills are coming at it. But congrats. This one was won by you, Cincinnati, Kansas City. Well, I'm getting all charged up. All right, we'll go ahead and finish this Fathom. Man. Okay, well, one of the first things that I recognized, that I realized that I liked about this beer was how genuinely smooth it tastes. Like I said multiple times in this video, sometimes IPAs are just tough. I mean, there's no other way to say it, but this one is just really smooth. If you want an easy, flavorful tasting, delicious kind of beverage, definitely drink it cold. I suggest you check out Ballast Point Fathom IPA. Really cool label. Check it out one more time. It's got the little submariner from 20,000 Leagues in the Sea, or just basically old time equipment. And yeah, so if you're watching this for the first time and you maybe saw my feed and my post on Instagram, hey, why is he doing this beer? Because, well, I had the whole 12 pack in there. When I reached in, I grabbed the wrong two. They're very similar labels. Oops. Oops. All right, so there it is. That's the beer. Go ahead and give it a score. After drinking it, would I drink it again? Yes. Could I drink 4 or 5 of them? Probably. This is probably one of the IPAs that you can put down about 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, really good stuff. Even now I can feel it starting to hit me. It's a little bit stronger. I'm going to give it a score of 8. That's right, an 8% IPA. Really good. I think I'm going to go back and get another 6-pack just by itself. Delicious. Recommend it. Tell your friends about it. Don't worry. If you're into Ballast Point, you can go down to San Diego and check it out for yourself. But if you're not, you can buy that 12-pack I'm talking about, because that's what we're going to next. We're going to back this IPA up with bringing in a second Ballast Point. Check this out. And this is the Sculpin IPA, okay? It is, I think this is like their flagship or their foundational beer. I'm not really sure. I always tend to see it. Is this a sculpin fish? If you know what kind of fish this is, let me know. I believe this is a sculpin fish. If that is a thing, that's why it's called Sculpin IPA. Oh, man. Now I see why this is. This is even stronger than the Fathom. This one is a 7%er, okay? 7%er, okay? It is late. I normally don't do weekly beer and video review show with Danny Salay this late. I usually do it in the afternoons. Things are going to change over the next few months because football season has ended. So we might go a little bit earlier, we might go a little later. But I don't know if I should be drinking 6 and 7%ers this late, especially you got to wake up in the morning. But anyway, this is also brewed at the same place in San Diego, so that's pretty cool. And let's go ahead and give it the old pop a cap using the red bottle opener that we love. Whoa, dude, right away. Take a whiff of that. Now this one is a pungent smell. This one smells like you're in the forest in Maine. You just, as soon as you crack it, it's like, you can just taste the hops by smelling them, and how fragrant they are, and what a bitter taste it's gonna be. So, brewed in San Diego with delicious water. Let's see what this Sculpin IPA tastes like. Wow. Okay. All right. Definitely got a little bite to it. It's almost like a carbonation bite, but as you're in there, it kind of twists you a little bit, gives you a little zing to it, just a little bit. Not bad. Definitely super hoppy. Like as I can feel my breath coming out, I can feel the vapors permeating through my nose and making me smell more hops as I'm tasting it in the back of my throat because of the wash that just went down. So full flavored hoppiness, not bad. Labels bitching. Really enjoying this Ballast IPA kind of review here. So let's go ahead and talk about the next thing that I want to bring up, and that is, well, storage. You guys are familiar with public storage? Anybody? I am public storage free, baby. I am out. Finito no mas. I am done. A lot of people don't know this about me, but if you want to know, I did collect toys and action figures for many years. Lord of the Rings, Marvel, G.I. Joe, He-Man, all kinds of stuff. But here's the thing with all that kind of stuff. It accumulates, and then you can't stop it, and you just got to keep collecting it and collecting it. It was my fix, you know what I mean? I don't do drugs. I very rarely get blasted anymore, and well, the thing is, I collected toys for many years, and as I built these up, I would have to put them in the storage because I'm on the road or I'm traveling and this and that. I ended up, man, who knows, 7 years in China, another 9. Yeah, I just paid off my final storage bill, moved everything out, and I'm completely free of public storage. I've just been giving stuff away. I've been selling things, donating, just kind of just getting rid of all the stuff and simplifying things. If you have public storage, you know what I'm talking about. If you've had it for more than a year, you're pissed off. You're paying probably way too much in California, like $1,000 just to have them sitting there. And I actually, thank you, Drew. You know that feeling. I actually got my storage broken into before. That was not fun. So, you know, finally out. What a good feeling. If you. All right, we're back. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe the public storage people got with the cable people and said, quit talking smack about public storage. We'll cut your cable out. Here's a warning. I don't think that happened, but, you know. All right, we're getting a little wacky. So that's what I'm out of. Next thing I want to talk about is, well, anybody, we've already touched on last week's video, and we talked about China, and well, then that brings me to Chinese New Year. Woo! And that's why we are wearing the Bruce Lee artwork, okay? If you've seen this shirts, this is the Bruce Lee artwork. Huge fan of Bruce Lee. Love his movies, love his personality, love what he's accomplished in life. And yeah, just happy Chinese New Year. So, 新年快乐, 恭喜发财. And if you're Chinese, congratulations, you made it another Chinese New Year. Hope you're having fun. Right now, I'd like to segment into the next week's video. If you haven't seen it, well, nobody's seen it. It's coming up. Actually, get ready for next week's video because it's going to be a lot of fun. It's where I go to this the Chinese. Well, I'm being interviewed from a very famous YouTuber travel person called Simply Sherry, and she sits down with me at Grow with Video. All right, we're back. All right, so next week's video is an interview done by Simply Sherry. That's her YouTube channel, and that's Simply Chere. And she interviews me about top travel tips to China. Now, keep in mind, this video was done a few months ago at the Grow with a Video live kind of seminar, if you will, conference. So the virus, the coronavirus that is rampant right now in China, we knew nothing about that. It's just the timing came out around Chinese New Year, and unfortunately, it's really not safe, and I don't even know if you'll be allowed to go to China right now. But this next coming video, this Wednesday, is a lot of fun because this is definitely going to get taken care of. The virus is going to end, and you can use this video at any time in your life to travel to China. And I give you some really good tips about going to China for the first time, some travel ideas, some travel if I gotta keep reconnecting, we're not going to be doing this video anymore. So let's go ahead and let's plow through this episode as fast as we can, because we're having some connection problems. And well, you know, getting done is better than being perfect. So thank you if you're checking this out with me, and if you're hanging with me and all my bad connections. But check out that video. It's gonna so. This is the fourth time I had to reconnect. We're really gonna ramp this sucker up, because I don't know what's going on with bad connection type thing. But now I want to talk about the section where I do what are you reading, what are you watching. What are you reading, what are you watching as well? It's exactly that. Just tell me what you're reading these days and what you're watching. What I'm reading is an official screenplay, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Remember this movie, the Jim Carrey movie? This is one of my favorite movies. This is what I'm reading. This is the full script, okay? As an actor, as an artist, I always like to go ahead and dive into some good reading material, and this year I've made it a point to really dive into some screenplays, some official scripts from movies, television shows, and plays that I really enjoy. I used to read plays like every week, and then I got more into novels last year, but this is the real deal right here. This is what I'm reading. Please let me know down in the comments below if you have a screenplay, if you have something of your favorite that you'd like to read. I always like to connect with you guys on that level, and like just the fifth time that I've had to reconnect. Not sure if you guys are still with me or not. Not sure if you're still with me or not, but this is the fifth time I had to reconnect, but that's okay. This is live. I'll be back next week with a better connection, more videos, lots of fun. I'm watching The Story of Egypt, and the host is Dr. Joanne Fletcher. She's this really wacky kind of British or Scottish, maybe even Welsh, kind of historian about Egypt, and she's got this is that it? All right, I'm not sure. Drew, if you're still with me, I'm having terrible connective issues. Really, check it out, Drew. You can find one of the scripts. You can find them online. Thank you. You can find them online. Just find something that you like, a movie that you like, something interesting. You can type in free screenplays. If you got the ink, you can print it out. If not, you can just have it on your computer and download it, and then you can just transfer it over. Yeah, I know. Having some troubles over here, so I'm trying to speed this up. I don't know how the connection is. If you're watching it live, I'm probably in and out, so sorry about that, guys. I do apologize. I'm working my way to make myself better in each aspect, and this is one of them. So let's go back to the ballast point. Much like the Fathom, it's got a strong hoppy taste. Very actually, now I'm getting it. You get like a bit of a malty taste. It's got some sweetness to it. Overall, really good. I love the Ballast Point product. I can't wait to go down to San Diego. As I was saying, all right, here we go. Let's see what's going on here. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. This is the Sculpin IPA. Awesome. Tastes like juice. I am back. I don't know how this is going to be on the replay. I'm really sorry about it. The Sculpin IPA, one last look at the bottle. Delicious. It's got a flavorful hardiness to it. A really hoppy IPA. Ballast Point is on point. I'm going to go ahead and give this IPA an amazing score. I'm going to give it, yes. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to end this session because of poor connection. I'm going to end it with this quote, and this is how we usually end each week. The quote is coming from us, from Kobe Bryant. It says, dedication sees dreams come true. Dedication sees dreams come true. Think about it. You can't want something, you can't do something for just a short time. If you dream it, first of all, dream big. Okay, these are your dreams. Nobody else might have the same dreams, or they might have something similar to it, but the dreams and the effects of what it will do for you in your life are only for you, and they're unique to your individuality. They're all relative to your lifestyle. So dream as big as you possibly can. That's why they Drew, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry about the choppiness, but I want to just finish this up. Listen, whatever you do, whatever it is you do, if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if I'm glad to hear that. If I can one-on-one, buddy, if I'm just talking to you directly, straight up, just go and get that screenplay, find something good, read it, dive into it. You don't have to be an actor. Okay, but you know what it might do? It might spark some interest for you to have a reading experience that really triggers your imagination. Maybe you read something that you've watched 100 times. Maybe you read something that you've watched once before. Maybe you read something that you've never seen before, and then you go ahead and watch it. I don't know, but that's up to you. But use that part of your mind. Use those important skills of reading and imagination. And that's what brings me back to dedication. No matter what it is, whether you're a chef, an artist, a lawyer, something more practical, definitely spark creativity. Okay, put dedication into that, because that's the only I'll use me as a perfect example. I can't sit here and say, "Oh, I want to be, I want to be an actor," and then do nothing about it. No, it takes dedication. You have to go to class. You have to be diligent about it. And then when you're not in class, you can't say, "Oh, I wish I had an agent," or my agent isn't doing this," because there's so many things. You can take care of your body. You can read. You can do all kinds of acting exercises. You can meet with people. You have to be dedicated every single day to see your dream come true. Your dream, understand that is not going to be given to you. Nobody is going to do it for you. You have to wake your ass up every single day and put in the dedication. And through dedication, you will see your dream happen. That may take longer, it may be shorter, and then you have to recreate another dream. Nobody knows that. But if you put it into effect, if you understand your dream and you understand what it takes, and you dedicate every minute, well, let's say every significant part of your life into it. Not every minute, not every second. Let's be practical here. But you dedicate a significant portion of you. I'm not going to throw a fit over it. This is just the way it has become tonight. I will dedicate myself to getting better each video. Drew, thank you for hanging with me. Guys, if you catch this on the replay, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. Check out the merch link down below if you want to go ahead and support your channel. Oh, I appreciate it, Drew. Thank you so much. We're going to keep on working at it. All right, this is it, guys, the last time. All right, thank you so much for joining me. The beers were great. Thank you so much for having me this hour or 40 minutes or whatever it is. I'm Danny Salay, aka Travel Man Dan. Remember,